Guys, I'll see you tomorrow.
Karine Jean-Pierre don't like this line of inquiry very much, does she? It's a kind of inquisition into the evidence and essence of their candidate, and well, not candidate actually, current president and future candidate.
After the debate, did the president get examined by a doctor, or did he get a neurological scan?
Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
I'm sick of this. I'm exhausted. I don't want to listen to it anymore. And for a while, people outside of the Democrat Party establishment have thought that Joe Biden should step aside. Although if you asked him to step aside, let's face it, he'd probably step to the wrong side. But now members of his own party want the same thing. We are beginning, I think, to see in media spaces the various, sometimes competing campaigns to manage this space. What's interesting about this is we're sort of dabbling in the analysis of intra-party and internal party politics, while recognizing still that by accepting their paradigm, we are limiting our imagination. Let me reiterate, do you really think you're being offered the kind of alternatives that you deserve? Radical reevaluation of all of Washington's institutions, the immediate removal of money from politics. We no longer accept donations. The whole profession of lobbying is over. There will be no more advocacy for foreign wars and military misadventure because there is no way now of creaming away 70% of the defense budget into various Pentagon affiliates. All that ended overnight. These are the kind of ideas that we want to see discussed, aren't they? Let me know in the chat. Let's have a look at those internal Machiavellian struggles that are playing out now in media. And you tell me in your heart of hearts, what do you want? Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom? Or could you take just a couple of more years of quivering, adorable old Joe?
The dam is breaking, Jake. Top Democratic leaders, former administration officials, current administration officials, major donors are all telling us privately, and now we're hearing it publicly, that they think that President Biden needs to step aside for the good of the party, for the good of the country. A couple of things they're saying. They do not think the debate was just a one-off event. They think that there is a health problem. They also say you cannot unsee the debate. They're worried, obviously, because of Donald Trump, who they see as an existential threat to democracy.
They're still doing the Donald Trump existential threat to democracy, but that's already taken place. We're already in the throes of authoritarianism. Do you remember when the Supreme Court ruled that how the Biden administration had manipulated big tech and social media companies during the pandemic was illegal and an infringement on your rights of free speech, your First Amendment rights? Well, that was overturned, wasn't it? And you see that how the revelations of Assange, thank the Lord he's free, or Snowden have kind of been subsumed and sublimated once more. It's not like, oh, since these heroic sacrifices and their significant revelations, our institutions have made the necessary movements and amendments. No, there is no threat to democracy. I mean, there could be further threats to democracy. I'm not saying that things couldn't get worse. Of course they could. But what I'm saying is that the ongoing idea that they are the guardians of some secular space, the Democrat Party establishment, is increasingly ridiculous. And this is the thing that perhaps above all else that I can't understand. How could that debate have been the moment of epiphany? How could that have been the Damascene revelation? Oh no, Joe Biden's really old, look. He's not properly coherent. He can't communicate properly. Up until recently, when he was wandering about the G7 or always taking an about turn off the stage in the wrong direction or curiously reiterating some provenly false anecdote from his past, I was happy about things. So it can't be that they're learning for that for the first time. They must have known, mustn't they? They must have known. So is this strategic then? Like Vivek was saying for a while, what they're doing is they're having the debate 3 months earlier so that they can create this little storm. But they've got an extraordinary problem anyway, because who are they going to offer us? Kamala Harris? She certainly appears to be maneuvering somewhat to get herself into that position. But listen to what's being suggested as a way to find your new president. It's speed dating. Now, I don't think speed dating is even an appropriate way to meet a sexual partner. It has a sort of an air of the kind of slightly revolting and tacky about it, and not sharp as a tacky either. A kind of just like, we could do better than this. Certainly isn't a way that you should be selecting a leader for that nation continent, sea to shining sea. We can't continue to bring you this beautiful content without the support of our partners. Field of Greens could be the key to a good health future for you. It's not like any other green product out there where it's just watered down extracts. With Field of Greens, you get an organic superfood, whole fruits and vegetables selected by legit doctors that care about health to support your bodily functions, whether that's heart, liver, kidneys, your metabolism, or most importantly, in my view, the immune system. Field of Greens is backed by a better health promise. You will notice your health improve, your vitality, your nails, your hair, your shimmering visage improve before your very eyes, or they're going to give you your money back. Get started by getting 15% off and free shipping by using my code. If you use my code BRAND when you visit brickhouserussell.com, 2 S's, 2 L's, and use the promo code BRAND, you too could be fighting against time. You too could be preventing entropy and decay. You too could have glimmering organic systems shimmering with brickhouse goodness by using Field of Greens. So use the promo code BRAND at brickhouserussell.com for 15% off and free shipping. Let's get back to the content.
But other party leaders we talked to are already...
Notice that it's this same person again who appears to have been sent out into the media world to spread the kind of discontent that might facilitate the passage of a new candidate. Is that her function, do you think, in all of this? Let me know in the chat.
Floating the idea of opening it up to all contenders, having, let's call it a 5-week speed dating primary, maybe having debates between now and the convention, and then leaving it up to the convention. Their number one concern, who can beat Donald Trump, Anderson?
That's the only thing that we need to be concerned about at this stage. In a speed dating situation, who's going to win? It's going to be your man, isn't it? I mean Gavin Newsom. What did you think I meant when I said your man? I mean Gavin Newsom. He's got that haircut. He's going to be aromatic. There's going to be a cologne involved. He's surely the person that in a speed dating scenario would win. I feel that the ascendance, the kind of primogeniture, next in line ascendance of Kamala Harris possibly presents us with some problems because of, we showed you yesterday that catchphrase she's trying to invent. You know, that one, like, our past muddles cause us to cuddle, let what we might have been done help us to, but that one, that weird thing I'm still grappling with.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
Here's that thing where she did that fake FaceTime call that also induces a kind of giddying blush of shame by proxy.
So what's on your mind? Oh, Madam VP Harris, I'm worried about the election. I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing? Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you.
I'm out here on these streets with me husband. Me and my husband, that fella, did you see her husband? Like a recent event. He's like such a lovely, cuddly old attorney type of person. Kamala Harris is not in a gang, is she? Kamala Harris is not a person of the street. It's an extraordinary posture for her to adopt. One of the things that's beneficial about the acquisition of X by Elon is this type of regulation. This is the kind of regulation I can not only tolerate, but rather embrace. When will politicians, or at least the intern who runs their account, learn that lying on this platform doesn't work anymore? Here's Kamala Harris posting, Donald Trump will ban abortion nationwide. And then here it has beneath it the various times that Trump has repeatedly said he will not sign a national abortion ban. That at least is a kind of gatekeeper, whilst flawed, that might provide us with some assurances that you can't just ride roughshod over reality. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.